Hello, Jacob. Hello, Nick.
Hello, Justin.
I was recently called into your colleague Darren's show. They were discussing Sajid Javid and his recent
Yes, indeed.
where he said, I'm quoting Sajid Javid here, he wrote on Twitter, "These 6 Asian paedophiles are finally facing justice."
Yes, this was after the Huddersfield case, in which, as out from memory, 15 Asian males, mostly of Pakistani origin, were convicted of about a 7-year reign of grooming and effectively farming out young women. He, the Home Secretary, then got in enormous trouble for using the word Asian. Is that the point you're driving at with Jacob Rees-Mogg?
That's right. Sajid Javid has also quoted that he's acting on research provided to him by the Quilliam Foundation.
Yes, indeed. OK. Jacob Rees-Mogg, a clumsy use of the word Asian, or acceptable? Where would you stand on that?
I think we've got to be very careful of hypersensitivity about phraseology. I think the Home Secretary is entitled to phrase himself the way he chooses, and that he...
But I'm Japanese, I'm from Asia. That's not very fair.
Well, that's true. Asia, yes, but... to narrow it down by continent is, I think, not unreasonable, and I don't think people are so unthoughtful that they assume that means everybody in Asia is responsible.
I think it could be Indian, though, and mostly it's Pakistani, not wholly, but mostly.
Asia covers the whole continent. I don't think that saying Asian is particularly outrageous. I think we are becoming very, very sensitive as a society to anything that people don't like being said. What if you're Pakistani, but it's from one part of Pakistan and not from the other? How specific do you have to be when you make these statements? And I think what the Home Secretary said was not factually inaccurate.
No, it's not.
And that most people would have understood precisely what he meant. And therefore I do not take exception to it.
If you were Indian, you might, lastly. When it is mostly, I repeat, mostly Pakistan.
Absolutely. I think most people in India would know that it wasn't referring to them, that it's like using the term European, that there are many different cultures within Europe, but that doesn't mean it's impossible to use the term European to refer to individuals.
Quick response from you, Justin, from what you've heard?
Completely inaccurate. And Sajid Javid, although you say he can address it how he wishes, he has people that listen to him and he should address it factually. When you look at the figures that he's studying from Quilliam, they're saying that 84% of the grooming convictions for grooming gangs. So we're not talking about paedophiles, although they are paedophiles. We're looking more specifically at grooming gangs.
Yes.
He should have changed the word paedophiles for grooming gang convictions. And
No,
they were paedophiles. Let's be honest about this. They were attacking underage children, and they are disgusting paedophiles, and let's not mince our words about that.
No, but they were more specifically, they were grooming gang convictions.
Well, they were grooming paedophiles. I don't think that we're arguing about the difference between a louse and a flea on this particular issue. They are disgusting individuals who deserve to be imprisoned for what they've done. And I think to argue over one word or another on their revolting habits is neither here nor there.
I think
the use of the word Asian, I mean, I've got friends in Holland, they have an almost identical problem, but they don't have Asian grooming gangs, or as some people call them, Pakistani grooming gangs. They have Moroccan grooming gangs.
Right. OK. Well, we're getting into an era I don't know, which causes a degree of concern. But let's just remember the timing of this, lastly, Justin, which was that the Home Secretary was either responding on the afternoon of or the day after the conviction of those men in Huddersfield, those sick paedophiles in Huddersfield. So it's totally pertinent, I would suggest, as to what he was saying, although I get the debate about the use of the word Asian. Justin...